Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got a very controversial question today, and I'm not one to shy away from controversy. So here it goes. I'm going to ask the cards, who is Q? Who is Q? Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not a big Q follower or fan. I know there's a big portion of people who follow Q. If you don't know what Q came about in about 2017, and I'm sure people will correct me. And are they FBI or CIA? And they would give all these codes to people about what was going on with things and, trust the plan. And they had all these different codes, and people were trying to crack the code, and it was like a big mystery. And people thought some of the theories went really, really far out, like JFK Jr. was Q. Q was very, very, let's say, pro-Trump. And actually, I believe it's since Biden has been on, there hasn't been much mention of Q. There still are pockets of Q followers. There's people who've taken over the prophecies, I guess you could call them. But you know what? Nobody has ever figured out who is Q. Who is Q? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if the cards can help us figure out who is Q. Who is Q? And if you're a big Q follower, I don't mean to offend you. I just want to find out, who is this Q? Also, you'll see a lot of code is 17 because that's the 17th letter of the alphabet. Q is a lot of people have tried to guess who it is. So I'm going to ask the Crow Tarot because Q lives on the internet. People think that they've seen him at Trump rallies and whatnot, but Q lives on the internet. And he would give these codes, and people would have to try and figure out what the codes meant and whatnot. Anyways, let's see if we can figure out who's Q. Who is Q? Oh, well, 5 of Cups. Well, he is in the past. From what I understand, again, I'm not a big Q follower. From what I understand, he's kind of MIA. Has been missing in action for a while now. 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the World. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Well, I think Q is done. I don't think we'll ever see anything of Q again. With this World card here, that's the closed chapter, and then the 9 of Swords. I would think that the 7 of Pentacles is like spitting out little bits at a time to try and figure it out. But with the 5 of Cups here and the 9 of Swords here and the Chariot, I think Q has moved on. Whoever they are, I'm not saying they've left the earth plane. I think either they switched jobs or something. But anyways, the Chariot can also be military, and sometimes it's a general. If you look at the Chariot card in the original Rider-Waite, it's actually, a high-level military member is in that Chariot. I'm also getting these laurel wreaths here. Is it somebody in the UN, military member in the UN? But whoever he was, he's completed that position. Justice, the Sun, 8 of Swords. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that he may have been exposed. And then that's why he went into self-hiding, because the 8 of Swords on the World here, he may have been exposed. I think military, Justice here. Was he here to, what was he to balance? Oh, the moon and the sun, and the Two of Cups. All right. I think it was an illusion that he was actually, I think we have the sun. So I think what's happened here is he was somehow exposed. And what was exposed was that all the illusion of who you called Q. But he definitely was in cahoots with somebody. Definitely had a partner. Five of Pentacles. Oh, was he rogue? Was he rogue? Was he kicked out? Was he not part of the group, or not part, or kicked out or something? Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. I think what we have is a disgruntled military member here. I wonder if he was exposed and then disposed. I'm not saying he's dead. And then he could no longer do it. And that's why you don't hear from him anymore. Oh, we have another seven. Seven of Wands. Yeah, defending himself, defending his actions. High Priestess, he was very much so, very secretive. Very secretive. Six of Swords, moved on. The Fool, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting that the first court card we get, look at that, the clock agrees with me, is female. And we have the High Priestess. We don't have the Magician. I wonder if this was a man and wife team. Q was two different people. It was a man and a wife team. And they were almost exposed, so they shut it down. I'm sorry. I think it was a man and it was a husband and wife team. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the Lovers. Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Judgment and Temperance. Yeah, you know what? I think we have Judgment and we have Justice on the table, plus Temperance. I think they were trying to get back at somebody. I think that they were possibly kicked out of some sort of, maybe they were retired off, or they lost their position or whatever. And in some respects, they were releasing some kind of secrets in a coded way, that because they were very military, very FBI, CIA codes. A lot of people recognize the codes as saying, oh, this means this in FBI talk, or this means this in CIA talk, or military talk, or whatnot. I think that we have a couple. I think Q is a couple. I think we have a couple here who wanted a second chance at being spies or important. If you look here, this Knight of Cups have these wings, and so does Temperance. So they wanted to be a knight in shining armor. They wanted to make peace somehow. But I'm thinking that at some point they were exposed or found out and told to stop. But I think what's happened here, I think we have a couple, a man and a wife, because we got the Lovers. We've got the Two of Cups on the table. So this is a man and a wife. for some reason were let go of their position. Or maybe they were just retired and were having fun. I don't know, but it's that I'm saying let go because of this, the Five of Cups here and the Nine of Swords. That they couldn't let go of something. That's crying over spilt milk, can't let go of the past, really anxious about the future, and definitely some form of military. Interesting, we didn't get King of or Kings. I was looking for King of Swords. That would be like a politician or something, or even King of Wands. It could be military as well, but we did get the Chariot. So I'm thinking it's somebody really high up, like a general. So what general was recently let go before Q came around? And would still almost have the ear of somebody who was still in the system, or had access to the system or something, and then that way, he could put forward information. Mind you, though, from what I understand, some of the information wasn't very good. But I think maybe they were playing a game with this Wheel of Fortune here. I wonder if they were just playing a game. I wonder. But it was quite balanced. It was quite balanced because we have the matching wings here. The knight in shining armor. They were, I think, like it was like, she put out some, he put out some. It wasn't one or the other. I think they were a tag team almost. But they wanted a second chance or a second kind of life, or like I said, maybe this was a retirement project. It's so interesting. This is not what I thought it would be at all. Not what I thought it would be at all. So there you go. So even if I vocalize or don't vocalize what I think it is, it turns out to be different than what I thought. For some reason, I thought it would be like the devil, or the tower, or I was hoping the tower would come up, because then I said, oh, somebody from the Trump Tower, because they were so pro-Trump, very pro-Trump. And so I was looking for the tower. I was going to say, oh, the Trump Tower. So it's somebody within the Trump organization, but it's not. It's not. I think it's just a husband and wife team that were having some retirement fun, and they were exposed, so they've shut it down. And I don't think you'll hear from Q again. I think that's about it. Two of Wands, Four of Wands. Wow, look at all the wands. Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, and the Magician. Yeah, you know what? The Knight of Swords and the Magician, that's them writing it on the internet. But I think they're done, especially here with the Four of Wands. I think they're done. They're done on the internet. I don't want to insult anybody, or I'm just going to say it. I think it was all just a game, an illusion, and a game. And unfortunately, it created a lot of trouble for a lot of people. I know one tarot reader, she went deep into it and ended up losing her channel and a lot of respect. And families that were split over it, and it was all an illusion. It was somebody playing a game. Sad. It's too bad they didn't say this is a fun game, but I stand by that. I think it was a husband and wife team, and I think they're done. I think it was exhausting for them, and they've kind of put their writing pen down, and they've moved on to something else. All right. Well, I hope you found that interesting. I sure did. Thank you very much for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.